Let's try a few problems together. So for this, just grab a piece of paper and a pencil or something that you can work on. I'll show you the problem and then pause your video and work on it. And then when you're ready, then press unpause and we'll go through it together. So 2/7 plus 1/14. Go ahead and try that one. To solve this one, the first thing that I'm going to notice is that I can do 7 times 2 and I can make that into my denominator of 14. That way I've already got 14 down here and I don't have to do anything to change it. So 7 times 2 is 14, so 2 times 2 is 4, and then 14 times 1 is 14, 1 times 1 is 1. So now I can simply add 4/14 plus 1/14 is 5/14. Okay, hopefully you got that one right. Let's try the next one. It's a little bit trickier. I kind of try to make them a little bit harder each time. So we've got 1/9 plus 2/5. So go ahead and try that. So the tricky part about this is when I look at it, I cannot just do 5 times something and change both denominators into 9. So now I need to change both of my denominators. The easiest way that we taught you to do this was just to simply multiply these two numbers together. So 5 times 9 is 45, and 9 times 5 is 45. And that's going to give us the common denominator that we need. Then, since I did times 9 down here, I need to do times 9 to my numerator so that I get an equivalent fraction. So 2 times 9 is 18. 9 times 5 is 45, so I need to do times 5 to my numerator. 1 times 5 is 5. And now I can add 5 plus 18 is 23/45. Okay, and this number does seem high, but I actually cannot simplify this even though you might think that you could, but 23 is a prime number, so we can't go any lower than that. Next one here, 1/2 plus 2/3. Go ahead and try that. Okay, and then for this one, again, I can't use one of the denominators that's already there, so I'm going to multiply the denominators together. So 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, and then here, since I did times 2, I'm going to do times 2 and get 4. And since I did times 3 for my denominator, I'm going to do times 3 for my numerator, and that's 3. 3, 6 plus 4, 6 is going to be 7, 6. This is a great answer, and this is the correct answer. If you got this, awesome job. But remember, this is not our A plus answer. So for our A plus answer, we don't want a number higher on the top than we do on the bottom. Okay, so what this means is that I have 7 pieces out of 6, which means I have more than a whole thing. So what I think of is I say, okay, well, if I had 6/6, that would be 1. And if I had 6/6 and I made that into 1, that would leave 1/6 left over. So your A plus answer would be 1 1/6 for this one. Let's try just one more problem just to make sure that we really got this. 4/5 plus 3/10. So go ahead and try that one. And then for this, I am going to actually do 5 times 2 is 10, because that way I can keep my denominator 10 down here, and it's just a little less work. If you changed your denominator into 50, that's okay. It's just going to mean more simplifying for you later. So 5 times 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 plus 3 is 11/10. So again, great answer right here. We want to simplify it. So we're thinking, okay, well, 10/10 would be 1, and 1 left over would be 1 out of 10. So 1 1/10 would be our final A plus answer. Hope you're doing well, 5th graders. If there's anything else I can help with, please make sure you email me.